Tonight,
Ian!
lost in the wilderness.
Ian!
The desperate search for school teacher Ian.
What was that? Did you hear something there?
Ian!
The boat is going under,
Now we have persons in the water.
and they can't save them all.
Crew's just swimming across.
Who will they leave behind?
Vehicle's gone off the edge of a bridge in water.
And a young mum and her children clinging on for dear life.
The heart rate certainly goes up a little bit when there's kids involved.
We're doing winching.
The Westpac Lifesaver Rescue Helicopter Base, Lismore, and an emergency beacon has just been activated.
Okay, guys, we have a detection of a 406 E-perb in the vicinity of Evans Head, half a mile offshore. Details are a bit sketchy.
They actually made numerous phone calls to the emergency contacts with no success. So the alarm bells start ringing there that they're possibly in the water.
So what do they want us to do? Life raft or...?
Well, we'll throw the raft on just in case.
The ocean's a very harsh environment. If we get out there, it actually improves the chance of survivability twofold.
The helicopter can track the signal to its original source, but there's no way of knowing how many people are in trouble. Paramedic Trent is a local surfer. He knows these waters well.
Yeah, obviously it's time critical when they're in the water. Off Evans Head is a shark playground and it's cold.
All good to go. Okay, we'll come up out of here, roll at about 120 feet.
We'll cross the coast this time and track into the signal. We still don't have any idea about vessel type or anything? Nah, mate.
It's eyes out all round as the crew scans the South Pacific for survivors.
Got some floating debris in the water.
Yeah, I can see it. Looks like a boat, doesn't it?
Looks like multiple person.
Once overhead, we identified we've got one sunken vessel. We've got 3 persons clinging to a railing on the bow of the boat.
Hobart, Tasmania.
Got a missing bushwalker down at Nevada Peak, which is southwest, around about here, only about 40 miles away.
In Tasmania, Westpac rescue helicopters are crewed by the police.
Hello, mate.
Constables Chris and Mick double up as rescue officers.
He was intending to be out Sunday afternoon. His school teacher hasn't turned up at school. Either the walk's taken him longer than he anticipated or something's happened.
The search is on for this man, 56-year-old high school teacher Ian. Ian's an experienced bushwalker and equipped with an emergency locator beacon. But why hasn't he activated it?
We don't know if this gentleman has fallen off the side of Nevada Peak. We don't know whether he's had a heart attack. We just know that he was due to come out Sunday afternoon.
Yankee 9, we've departed road lift and we're heading down to Nevada Peak.
The plan is to head to a walking track close to Ian's campsite and try and pick up his trail from there.
He's lost between his camp and Snowy North. So are we north of Snowy North?
No, we're south.
South.
Snowy North.
Right.
Ian's been missing for close to 20 hours, and he still hasn't activated his emergency beacon.
It's looking a bit squirrely up there.
Finally, a breakthrough. Ian set off his emergency locator beacon.
Well, at least he's alive, mate. We know that.
I believe he's heard us in the area. He knows that we're looking for him.
He's in the summit, is he? Yes.
The signal is coming from the peak of the Snowy Ranges, but the mountain is totally covered in cloud.
We're going to dump you two out. You're going to locate him
we go get fuel.
It's the unknown. You keep processing it in your mind. Is he going to be able to survive till our guys can reach him?
Rescue Officer Nick and Paramedic Pete have to go in on foot.
Hopefully we'll see it an hour, mate.
They'll follow Ian's EPIRB signal on their mobile phones via a topographical map.
Yeah, we've dropped our paramedic and rescue crew at K south of this EPIRB.
Hello!
The temperature is dropping fast. Paramedic Pete's concerned the missing school teacher is at high risk of hypothermia, a life-threatening medical condition caused by prolonged exposure to extreme cold.
Your core temperature drops and your body basically starts to shut down. Your brain sort of stops functioning and you start making bad decisions.
They're relying on us to bring you back down here. That's not going to happen today.
Not with the ground we're making.
The terrain's really tough. We're dealing with slippery, large rocks, deep snow, chest-high scrub. We have to zigzag our way through.
Oh, you all right?
My leg's caught.
Get up! Get up!
Tasmania, the snowy ranges, and the crew of the Westpac rescue helicopter is searching for missing school teacher Ian.
We've got to get to there and then we've got to get to the next one. We're going to be all day and all night getting up there.
Adding to the challenge, there's only a few hours of daylight remaining.
Ian!
And there's still no reply from Ian.
Ian!
At Evans Head near Lismore, the crew of Lifesaver 2 has spotted the missing fishermen, clinging desperately to their sinking boat.
Well, let's got a visual about 150 out.
Dad Wayne, his 13-year-old son Andrew, and good mate Scott were out fishing in Scott's boat when a series of freak waves capsized the vessel.
Marine Rescue Evans Head, overhead that location now. We have persons in the water.
There's no time to waste. They're fatigued, dehydrated, and possibly injured. And then there's the ever-present threat of sharks.
A lot goes through your mind, especially the offshore jobs. You're there, you got to do it. Basically, it's game on. We're starting winching operations straight away.
What, mate? We just set ourselves up. Yep.
Rescue Officer Callum's dad is also in the service.
Have a thumbs up.
Callum's got the rescue DNA in his blood, but that doesn't make the danger any less real.
Bringing our rescue crewmen outside the cabin.
Roger, I'm moving forward and right.
And clear the winch.
Clear the winch.
Roger, winch out. And maintain your height there, mate. Hook sun's way down. Put on right tube.
The vessel could go under at any moment.
Someone's in the water now, mate. She's swimming across.
Between the two gentlemen was a small child.
Callum battles the 100km/h downdraft to secure young Andrew to the winch harness.
Pretty intense underneath the aircraft when it's hovering above you. The spray everywhere. They're getting blown around still.
Just struggling with the life jacket with him. Go have a thumbs up.
Callum gives Jimmy the thumbs up.
Well, he's on the hook there. Yeah, he does look a bit cold, mate. Up on the seat, mate.
Andrew's safe, but Dad Wayne and Scott are still in the water, and a fishing vessel has reported a great white shark circling the area.
Clear that rope. Don't want to get wrapped around them if the boat goes down.
Roger, mate. And clear the winch.
It's back into the water for Callum.
Forward one. And hold. Just put him in the water.
Scott's a big bloke, and his life jacket must be removed before Callum can get the strap on.
Having to keep him afloat without a life jacket makes my job a bit more difficult.
Forward one and hold.
The priority is to keep the patient calm, pop the strap on and back up to the aircraft.
It's a big fella, this one.
Yeah.
With Scott on board, pilot Lockie weighs in.
We can't pick up too many people because that'll exceed our maximum power limit. Made the decision that we needed to drop these two before we pick the next one up.
That means Callum must stay with Dad Wayne until the helicopter returns. The coast is in sight and a rescue vessel is en route. Lifesaver 2 needs to get back in record time. Evans Head, northern New South Wales. 1 nautical mile out to sea, Rescue Officer Callum and Dad Wayne are clinging to a sinking boat.
You don't know what's underneath you. You don't know what's swimming up behind you. Off Evans Head there's been so many shark attacks, so many great white sightings. It's just very scary.
Suddenly, there's a disturbing noise.
Is that hissing from the boat, isn't it?
It's a sign that the boat is about to go under. Callum's training kicks in.
If the vessel sinks, or anything tied or attached to it, it's going to go down with the vessel. Keep away from the light right.
And got Callum sighted there.
Lifesaver 2 arrives in the nick of time.
First hand away. Both away. Roger, our weight's coming on. And bringing them on board. All persons been extracted from the water.
Day's fishing ended abruptly. Oh, very relieved, very relieved. I'm going to go and have a shower now.
Maybe there is something wrong with him, that he's not capable of answering us.
Mick and Pete get no answer to their desperate calls to missing teacher Ian.
It's got to keep going until it gets dark, is that the plan?
And the temperatures now below zero.
Ian! Ian! Are you injured? Can you walk down to us?
We've been on the ground for 3 hours. It's a difficult decision to continue on in conditions that are dangerous and potentially could end up with us being injured.
A temporary rescue site has been set up at the base of the mountain. Ian's partner and friend have joined the crew.
G'day Louise, Chris. Nice to meet you. And Ian, isn't it? Chris, I'm here. G'day. How are you? Nice to meet you. Thanks. We can't get up there just because the weather's so bad. Yeah. So, you know, it could be potentially a long night.
Ian!
We're there to save the man's life. We have to keep going.
Ian! Hello, Ian!
What was that? Did you hear something then?
There's still no reply.
Ian, is that you?
At the rescue base in Lismore, a report's come in about a shocking accident.
So it's a 28-year-old woman with chest injuries. Looks like her car's rolled off a bridge or come off a bridge.
Unable to access properly. Still in the vehicle.
So she's still in there?
And there are 2 children in the car.
It's her car upside down in water. Vehicle's gone off the edge of a bridge.
Lifesaver 4 is already en route. Mick and Ryan track the aircraft's progress.
So they're about halfway now. There's Tenterfield. They're halfway. Not really clear on what injuries she's got.
Lifesaver 4, looks as though one person's trapped, by confinement.
Details about Mum and the children are scant. The crew knows every second counts. Just moments ago, mother of 2 Melissa lost control of her ute and ran off a bridge. 9-year-old son Leo and baby Mia were inside. Lifesaver 4 has picked them up and is heading for base.
They've just come into town now, so they'll be landing any minute now. We should be able to hear them.
Speed is below 80.
Clear, mate. Clear for doors.
Mum Melissa and baby Mia are on board. Son Leo is being looked after by friends. Early diagnosis suggests Melissa may have cracked her sternum.
Minor injuries to the kids, thankfully. They're all restrained. Mum had some chest injuries. It was quite a fall down the embankment.
Paramedic Trent has 4 daughters. He knows how anxious Melissa must be.
Mum's upset, mum's in pain. I want her to be happy. We need her to know that whatever treatment or medication she may have, it's not going to impact her breastfeeding. Because if she's got any doubt in her mind, then that's more stress for her that she doesn't need to worry about.
The priority is to get Melissa to the Lismore Base Hospital for tests. Chest injuries can quickly become life-threatening.
Hello, Ian!
High school teacher Ian has been missing in sub-zero temperatures for over 27 hours now.
Hello!
Rescue officer Meg and paramedic Pete are trying to find him.
Oh, could you heard something then? We're coming! Slowly.
We hear his voice, but with the poor visibility and the wind, we're still no closer to knowing where he is.
I've actually never found someone in these circumstances.
Their perseverance pays off.
Where you going?
It's Ian.
Are you as glad to see us as we are to see you?
Knowing he's safe and well is quite a relief.
You got the coffee machine on?
Well, I'm down to my last tea.
We've still got a long way to go to be able to get him out of there, but at least we found him and he's okay.
We're both absolutely knackered.
The news is radioed in to Joe and Chris.
He's warm. He's just geographically embarrassed.
That's a good result. Yeah, obviously he's been found safe, and we'll work out how to get him out in the morning.
Just get you to take a nice breath when we go to roll you, okay?
At Lismore Base Hospital, mother of 2 Melissa has severe chest pain after plunging off a bridge in her ute.
Basically, you need imaging. Sternal injuries can be associated with other more serious injuries.
Melissa may be bleeding internally. Dr. Doug helps prepare her for tests. Paramedic Trent hands 6-month-old baby Mia over to the ED staff.
Having a paramedic that had his own kids and could actually settle her was amazing because I couldn't do much.
The heart rate certainly goes up a little bit when there's kids involved, especially when you've got kids of your own.
It was a lucky escape.
I was worried about her in the back because I couldn't hear her crying at that stage. Considering we went over the edge of a bridge into a creek, so not only could we have died in the impact, but we were in a creek, so that could have been worse too.
But Melissa's not out of the woods yet. When her ute hit the ground, she hit the steering wheel hard.
We're concerned that you could have a fracture of the sternum for your steering wheel.
Yeah.
And I'm concerned about your spleen.
While Melissa's wheeled in for x-rays, there's no shortage of willing babysitters.
Wait, it's the mum. She's gorgeous. She's very happy. Where's mum? She's in there.
It's day 2 in the mission to rescue school teacher Ian. The weather has deteriorated. A second ground crew has been dispatched to try to reach Ian and the air crew.
Yo! Gorillas in the mist.
It's Mick and Pete with teacher Ian in tow.
How are you, Ian? A bit of an adventure.
But in this terrain, there's a way to go yet. Pilot Joe heads for the Lake Skinner rendezvous point.
I immediately think to myself, this is going to be a little bit more tricky than I thought.
Plan now is to try and locate the track and then follow the track down to Lake Skinner, and fingers crossed the weather's clear down there. And the helicopter will be able to come in and pick us up.
At the rendezvous point, there's nowhere to land.
You see them coming? Yeah, roger.
The only option is a hover pickup, but in the wind, that's a high-risk retrieval strategy.
Being close to the ground, you can get turbulence push you down towards the ground.
A sudden gust of wind throws the pickup into jeopardy.
As that gust came through, I made the decision to abort the approach.
No, I'm coming up.
I'm thinking that's going to be it. That's just too dangerous and the guys are going to turn around.
But pilot Joe's not one to give up easily. A break in the wind gives him another chance.
We come down low now. Yeah, Roger, you can start.
You've just got to be respectful and take it slow and know what you can and can't achieve in a helicopter in those conditions.
Come down one and hold.
Joe keeps the helicopter steady.
Nice and controlled, mate, nice and controlled. Yep.
The wind was just throwing us whichever way it wanted to throw us. Yeah, it was certainly one of the harder of entries I've done.
Okay, you're clear to come up. That sounds good coming up.
The most satisfying thing that I do in life is to see people that we rescue being reunited with their loved ones. It's the best feeling you can ever have. To save somebody's life and then have them be reunited with their loved ones is a feeling that I don't think you get in any other job.
Three months on, and schoolteacher Ian is passing on a few lessons learned to his students.
This is, it's called an EPIRB, it's a personal location device. It sends up a signal to the satellites up in the sky, and if you're going out into any place that's a bit risky, you always take one of those because it's a lifesaver.
But Ian's not getting off that easily.
Here's a compass and a map to find your way around the school.
To find the way,
Yep.
so I can find my way around the school?
Yep.
Thanks for that, I need that.